We're going to switch gears over here because this is not much about asthma. The next presentation is actually related. I lost my voice already because I'm yelling too much. So like I said, for those that are coming in, we're going to basically switch gears, like I said here, and instead of talking about asthma, we're going to talk about the environment, okay? Today, we have a great presenter, and her name is Monique Lopez. She wanted me to say that she's an Imperial Valley native person. She has a bachelor's degree in history and political science from Vanguard University and a master's degree in political science from California State University in Long Beach. Currently, she works with the American Lung Association at the Clean Air Initiative as a Clean Air Initiative coordinator in Imperial County and teaches history and political science at the local Imperial Valley College. Please welcome Monique Lopez.
Thank you. Well, we are going to still talk about asthma, respiratory health. Dr. Chilcote spoke on how the biological factors mainly and the social psychological factors. Today right now I'm going to talk about the environmental factors and how that impacts respiratory health. As I then mentioned, I'm the Clean Air Initiative coordinator here in Imperial County, which is a project of the American Lung Association. Okay. So, since we're talking about respiratory health today and environmental things, I want everybody, so we need some oxygen in our brains, I think, to take a deep breath.
Oh, no.
And then exhale. That's how I got through college, is taking a deep breath. Okay? All right. The American Lung Association every year puts out a report called the State of the Air Report. And in the State of the Air Report, they look at different factors that impact air quality, and they also take an inventory of the community. Who are the different people in the community that are going to be impacted or that are higher risk in the community? So the first thing that we want to look at is here in Imperial County, we have roughly about 160,000 people. And those under the age of 18 is about 47,000 people, and then those over the age of 65 are about 16,000 people. Those groups that are at most risk or that are most vulnerable to environmental pain, okay? So for Imperial County, there's 25 days in the orange in regards to high ozone days, okay? Ozone is a combination of two things. You have your ROGs, which is the reactive organic gas, and then you have your NOx, okay, nitrate oxide. And I'll go over what those factors are in a minute. So you have those two things in the air mixing together, and it creates this, in a sense, a hazardous environment. For particulate pollution, we had 7 days in the orange, 3 days in the red, and then the weighted average of 3.8. Based upon the methodology that they used, Imperial County got an F. So what does that mean?
Failed.
Failed, right? For ozone, and got an F for particulate pollution. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, which is a federal agency to look over the environment, all right, throughout all of the United States, they have designated Imperial County as in serious non-attainment for particulate matter, okay, and in moderate non-attainment for ozone, okay. Now, that's a fancy label to basically say we are not meeting the standards in which the federal government has placed upon every county, okay? And we'll go into those factors in just a minute. But let me back up for a second. What does it mean, orange, red, green? What does all that mean? Well, there's something that's called the Air Quality Index, also known as the AQI, okay? And there are different air quality monitoring stations throughout all of the Imperial County. Currently, I believe there are 4 in operation that you can actually see the data, okay? If you go, and this is a very important website to write down as a health educator, as a health provider, as a doctor, or anybody in the medical profession that works with and tries to assist people with asthma. This website is imperialvalleyair.org. The reason why I say this is an important website is because there they update the information hourly. It has the 4 different monitoring stations, and it updates the information to show what the air quality is like in the area. Okay? You can also, and I encourage you all to do it, sign up for an email alert. If air quality in a certain area is really bad, let's say you get in the orange, then you'll get like an automatic email alert and you'll know about it. Okay? This is good to know if you work in a school. The reason for that is because there's different management plans that you want to do. Let's say you have an orange day. The air quality information is showing you have an orange day. Well, orange means that there's high levels of reactive organic gases in the air or particulate matter. So it's unhealthy for sensitive groups, and those sensitive groups were who? Children, seniors. Right. And those with chronic bronchitis, those with cardiovascular disease, those with allergies, right? Those are in the sensitive population. So those who are in the sensitive population, if you get this alert, you want to be mindful of that and let those students know, or let your patients know, today is not a good air day. So we want to reduce or limit your activity outside, or possibly go to a different area of the county. So on there, it also has little different, you can click on different things that tells you what you can do to basically reduce your exposure to this unhealthy level of air. Okay? So green is a good air day, yellow, moderate, and it tells you what group should be looking out. Orange, if we remember back at the previous slide, it said we had 25 days in orange for ozone. Red is very unhealthy. Purple, very, very unhealthy. And a maroon color is hazardous. Now, last week we had what? Horrible dust storm, right?
Yes, especially in California.
On Monday it kind of started out, it wasn't that bad at first, and then Tuesday and then Wednesday was like the worst day. What do you think the air quality was like in the valley? What do you think the reading was showing?
Must have been purple.
It was showing these 2 colors in the different air stations throughout the valley. That's a natural event, right, that caused high levels of air pollution, right? So it was showing that. Usually when I check it, and when you guys go check it, which I encourage you all to do, it's our responsibility to use this knowledge. When you go check it, most of the time what you'll see is in Calexico, you'll see a lot of times they're in yellow and sometimes in orange. And in Westmoreland as well, you'll see a lot of yellow as well. Why do you think that's the case?
Feedlots.
Okay, feedlots could be one, definitely.
Traffic, high traffic.
Right, traffic.
Fires.
Close to the border, right? But why in Westmoreland? That's just a place that, why? Okay. There's a number of things. One, it could possibly be farm operations or whatever. But another thing as well is the diesel trucks. We have the 86 go through Westmoreland. They stop there, right? Because there's a stop sign, right? I'm not saying to give away stop signs to prevent idling. But we have a lot of transportation. We also have a lot of trucks coming in because of trade and what have you. A lot of cars idling and what have you. So because of those different things that are man-made or unnatural events, they also contribute to the air quality in our area. Okay. So how did they grade this system? Well, those who got an A, it's really hard to get an A. Okay? Those who got an A had 0 days in the orange or in the red or what have you. Those who got a C had like 3 to 6 days, okay, in the orange or red. Those who got a D had 7 to 9 days in the orange. Those who had an F was 9 days or more. So we had 9 days or more. That's why we got an F in ozone and an F in particulate pollution. Okay. Now, I don't want you to go home and be sad and be like, well, what can we do?